Okay, I started editing my video. It's late. I'm tired. But it was windier than I thought, so the audio for probably the first 6 or 7 minutes is pretty bad. I shared a couple stories about my mother because today's my mother's passing of 13 years ago. But I just don't want to do it again. So if you want to skip this video today, I can completely understand. Or if you want to just skip through to get to my breakfast, because from that point on I'm in the house and there's no noise. But once again, I do apologize. Well, good morning. Today is Monday, March 1st, the beginning of a whole new month. Rabbit, which means we have 31 days to get our acts together again to make this the best month ever. But we do have a birthday today. Today is Jess from Journey to Happy and Healthy. So Jess gets a song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jess. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha. Oh, cha-cha-cha. But let me check. I don't know if it was Jess or Jessica, but I want to make sure I get it right. Just a minute. Nope, I had it right. It was Jess. So happy birthday, Jess. I don't know how much you're hearing because it is quite windy here. It's actual temperature is 35, but with the wind chill, it's 22. And I was walking and I was going at a pretty good pace. I walked a mile south and then I turned around and started heading back home, heading north. And that's when the wind hit. And let me tell you, I felt like I was up in Alaska walking and going, oh, let me through. It was really cold and windy. It really was. But you know what? It's so refreshing. It's so nice to start my day off this way now. It really is. I just love getting out and walking. And there was mostly clear pavement. A couple places there were puddles that looked like they had like a thin little sheen of ice. So I duck walked over them, or like a penguin walk or whatever. I took my time. I don't care who was watching. I didn't care. Held my arms out like I was on a balancing act because there was no way I was going to fall. And then one place the water was so bad, I thought I'm just going to walk on the grass. Oh my gosh, the grass was worse. I sunk into it like it was quicksand, right up to my ankles. It was like I should have just tried to walk on the water in the pond. Well, not a pond, but the puddle. But today is also the 13th anniversary of my mother's passing. My mother passed in 2001. That night was the 29th of February, and I just so didn't, I know it's like superstition, I don't know what it is, but I just didn't want her to die on the 29th. I just wanted her to have an actual anniversary date that she could have every year. Not that it makes a difference, but it really did to me. And so my brother Michael and I, it was our night to sit with my mom that night, and not that it was a chore. I mean, I don't want it to sound that way, but we all took turns so that the other ones could sleep. My mother was never alone. Never alone. So we wanted to make sure somebody was with her, which I feel so bad for the COVID people nowadays that they don't have anybody with them. It's just like, anyway, so my brother had said it doesn't matter what time she dies, we're not calling to have anybody confirm it until after midnight anyhow. So and then she passed like at 11:10 in the morning. So she stayed long. But I'm going to put a picture right here with my mother. That was me. I have very fond memories of that day because being the oldest, I had a lot of responsibilities. And from a very early age, when I was 10, there were 6 kids. And so my mother put me in charge of, like, I was responsible for looking out for my brothers and sisters, and so I still carry that honor, I guess. It's not even a burden, it's an honor, I guess, to still have it to this day. And so anytime anybody in my family has a major decision, they always say, let's call Sandy and see what she decides. But we always take a vote, and we always decide on that. But anyway, on that particular day, my mother was peeling potatoes for dinner, and I wanted to go somewhere. And my sister Sue had just got a new camera, and she was snapping pictures of everything. And my mother was peeling potatoes, and I wanted to go somewhere with Jim. And my mother told me I couldn't go. And I said to my mother, smart-ass 16-year-old that I was, who the hell are you to think that you can tell me what to do? My mother was peeling a potato, and with one swift motion, took the peeler out of her hand, put it in the hand with the potato, reached across, slapped me across the face, grabbed the peeler, and continued on peeling that potato like she didn't miss a beat. I wouldn't want to be with her in a knife fight, let me tell you. And I was like stunned. And just then my sister Sue came around and snapped a picture of us. So that moment was memorialized by that, because it was like, I was like in shock because my mother never hit me. I very rarely got my father spanked. My mother very rarely. But that's the first and only time my mother ever slapped me, and I thought, oh my gosh. And I thought, thank God she didn't have a knife. Who's to know what she would have done? But I don't know. I have so many good memories of my mom. I really do. It's just, we were going up to Lexington one time at night. We had gone home for some reason. I think my mother had a doctor's appointment or something, and so I had gone with her. And we were driving back, and it was a terrible, terrible torrential downpour. And just before you get into Lexington in Michigan, there's a lot of curves and a lot of, not a lot, but there's some hills that you got to go up and down. And we couldn't see like our hand in front of our face, and I kept telling my mom, you need to pull over. And she says, no, I just want to get home. Went to the cottage. She says, I just want to get home. I just want to get home. And I go, Mom, this is scary. I am getting scared. It was thundering, and it was lightning, and it was pouring. It was just an awful day. It was night. It was an awful night, and the headlights weren't doing anything. And we had a big bolt of lightning, and I just happened to look out the window, and it was just a 2-lane highway. And I looked out the window, and I saw the yellow line, the double yellow line. And I said, Mom, you're on the wrong side of the road. And she says, what are you talking about? I go, this double yellow line is supposed to be on your side, not my side. And she says, oh my God. And she pulled over, and just as we went around the corner, a big semi-truck was coming. We would have been killed. It was like, and so my mother pulled over then. Duh. It was a time our heart was in our throats. We were so scared. And so we just sat there until the rain kind of subsided a little bit, and then we went the rest of the way. Gosh, that was scary. But my mom had a heart of gold. She would do anything for anybody. I think that's where I get it. If I'm only half the mother that my mother was, and if I'm only just like this much of the grandmother that my mother was, I think I'm doing pretty good, because she set some pretty high standards, and I really try my best to get up there. But I don't know. We had so much fun. I had so much fun growing up with her. She lived with me. She moved in with me when she was 68, and I thought she was an old woman. I'm 70. I couldn't see me living with my kids, but there was circumstances, kind of led to her having to live with somebody. She actually was only going to live with me for the month of May, and then she was going to move down to Florida to be with her 2 sisters who lived down there. Her 2 sisters lived in Florida, and so she was just going to live with us during May, and then in June she was going to move down there. And then when June came, she said, do you mind if I just stay another month? And I go, I don't care. And then at the end of summer, she said, I think I'm just going to stay. And I said, that sounds good. So my mother lived with me from 94 to 2007, September of 2007. And then in September of 2007, she went to live with Denise. And in September, right after the first part of September, she moved with her. And my mother was doing okay. And when she lost her mobility, when she couldn't drive, that kind of bothered her. But then when she lost her mobility, it really bothered her. But when she lost her sight is when everything went downhill. Because she just really just gave up at that point. Because all she could do was sit in a chair. And, she was just, and every night, because Denise lived so close, I'd walk over there and see her every day. And at night she'd give me a kiss goodbye. And then she'd say, I love you. I hope I don't see you in the morning. I can totally understand that now. But at the time, I thought, I don't want to hear that. But one last funny memory was when she was living with Denise. I was driving to work, and Denise called me. And it was like, because I started work at 6, so it had to have been like 5:45. No, it had to have been earlier than that. It was about 5:30 because I was a half hour away from work. But anyway, it was about 5:30 in the morning, and Denise called me, and she says, where are you at? And I said, I'm on my way to work. Why? What's the matter? I said, where are you at? And she says, well, I'm laying on the floor. And I go, oh my God, where's Mom? And she says, well, Mom's on top of me. I go, what? She says, says, yeah, I was trying to move her from the bed to the chair, and we lost our balance and we fell. And so I fell first so she could fall on me, and now she's on me and she's like dead weight and I can't get her off. I need you to turn around and come and help me get up. I'm falling and I can't get up. When I got there, it was just a sad sight, but you know, somehow we managed to get her in the chair. It really scared my mom. It scared us both, but it's like, I know it's kind of like a weird memory, but it's a funny memory. So anyway, I guess I'll show you my food this month. I decided to show you that, but I'm a little cold here, so I'm going to go in. So I'll talk to you guys at breakfast. Okay, we're going to eat breakfast now. Going to have like a fruit breakfast, but you're not surprised with that, are you? Today is Monday, March 1st. As always, I start my day with a prayer. My quote is, forget the clock and use a compass, because the direction you are heading is more important than the time it takes to get there. I'm on the green plan, so I get 30 points. My breakfast is 11 points. 0 for my berries, grapefruit, and banana. And my tea, 2 points for my hard-boiled egg, 3 points for my light English muffin, 3 points for a tablespoon of strawberry preserves, and 3 points for 2 turkey sausages. So I still have 19 points left for my dinner. Well, look at that colorful dinner I'm going to have. I'm going to have some chicken, sweet potatoes, a cucumber, and some carrots, and a sugar-free pudding, and my Starbucks lemonade iced tea. 0 points for the carrots, the cucumber, and the tea. 4 points for a 3/4 cup of sweet potato. 5 points for 8 ounces of chicken. And 2 points for my sugar-free pudding. 11 points. I still have 8 points left for later on. We'll see what we will see. I don't think I'm going to eat again because that seems like a lot. Okay, we're making great progress. I've got those 2 dogs done. I got that dog done. I got that dog done. I finally found the top on that. This dog's almost done. We just got to get the little part of his head right there. And his bowl over here. This part of his body, which I think is the feet of this doggy. And we got that part done. But that part right there, that's missing. I've looked everywhere and I cannot find that piece. And I looked to see if maybe my other pieces were not lined up right, but they are. So I am going to predict that we are missing a piece. Well, I got so busy with that puzzle today, I forgot to eat lunch. That's the good thing when you eat. Although I ate my breakfast really late. But making progress, as you can see. I showed you my puzzle just before I started talking. Right now, I am making progress. I do think that one piece is missing. I really do. I don't sweep or vacuum in that area that we're... and if I should take it back. When I do sweep, because I have hardwood floors or mop or whatever you want to call it, I always check before I throw that away to make sure that there's no pieces in there in case they did fall on the floor. And I don't vacuum the rug there at all till we're done. So I don't, I really do think it's missing. I really do. But anyway, if you could say some prayers for my sister-in-law's husband. He's in the hospital and he could use some prayers, not COVID related. And other than that, I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling March is going to be my month. I really do think so. I know this sweatshirt is a little big, but it's comfy. It's very comfy, and it's very cold. I went out to get my mail. I almost got blown away. See, you lose some weight. The wind picks you up, and no, that's not that. That won't happen. But anyway, but if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, leave a comment, hit that like button, and share it if you think somebody might like to see it. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Not sure if I'm going to be able to walk tomorrow because we're supposed to have high winds again tonight. But if I do, I'll be out there. Talk to you guys later.